Hey, gang, this is Boogie, Carolina Originals, on stage version of Carolina Originals, and we're at the stage of Greenwood Community Theater. As part of Hometown Hodges, this is the on stage version of Carolina Originals. That's a show that we put a spotlight on the musicians from North and South Carolina and let their music shine. And today, on the show this evening, they've just performed. And you can always see this performance, by the way, on Hometown Hodges, the web page. Just go to that on Facebook, and you can see the repeat performance of Fred Engler. How you doing, my friend?
Well, I'm doing well. Thank you, Boogie.
Glad to have you here. And would everybody introduce themselves with the group? And I know one or two had to leave early, but we'll start on the end.
Yeah, they are.
I know, they have things they had to do, but I'm glad to have you guys here.
Yep.
Tell me who you are and where you're from.
Bass player Andrew Rolander.
Jennings Hollister. I'm a drummer.
Cool. And Fred Engler. Fred,
Thank you.
back at 11/11/11, the year 11, we did the Fred Engler CD release party at the Abbeville Opera House.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
It was
and you
fun.
introduced us.
Sure did.
I think I met you probably a month before that.
Yeah, around
I don't know how we met. How did we
2000.
meet?
It had to be through the radio because you were into music,
Yeah.
and then we got together and did that at the Abbeville Opera House. And wow, you're still going like the Ever-Ready battery, my friend. Still going. I know that I've seen.
I want to say we played a few of those songs that we played that night.
I know. And Flowers on the Wall, I believe, is one.
Yes.
Well, we are a bit slow to change up our set list.
I love your version of Flowers on the Wall. Hearing it twisted, you putting your stink on it, it's good, man.
Well, thank you.
I really enjoyed that.
Stink.
Yeah.
Big stink.
Yeah, you got to have
Oh,
that
yeah,
stink
big
on.
stink.
Put your own stink.
Yeah.
It's something about switching from Flowers on the Wall to Just Dropped In.
Yeah, it's a little.
It's
Yeah.
nice.
I like
They
that
work.
too.
They work well together. I feel.
They complement
I
themselves.
mean, they're in the same key. Well, it's.
It's all about.
It's the same groove.
As a DJ, I'm into segues, same keys, mix into this, mix in.
Yeah.
In the old rock days, we were so proud of our segues. It was great.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And you're doing it as a musician right here on stage, and thinking about that. That's the thought process.
Yes.
Look, tell me, are you still call Abbeville home, or tell me where?
Well, no, I grew up in Due West actually.
Due West, okay.
Yes, I was born in Chapel Hill, but by the time I was 3 years old, my family moved back to Due West, and I grew up there, and probably until I was like 21. I moved to Clemson for a spell. Then it was Tucson, Arizona, and then I came back home for a year, and then I moved out to Los Angeles, and I've been back in Due West since 2010, I believe.
Wow.
Or maybe 09, 2009 maybe.
Yeah, it was 09.
Was it 09? Oh yeah. And then
we started playing together.
yeah. At some point, I met Andrew at this mixer that Homemade Genius put on, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Homemade
you and your
Genius.
fiancée,
Yes,
Mary
Yes.
Hilton
Totally.
at that point.
Yes.
And he said he was a bass player, and I mean, I don't know if you've ever played in a band or not, but finding a bass player is that's always the hardest part.
I just play it after you record it. That's how I play music.
I was very excited. I was very excited to meet Andrew.
Yes.
And he was, he amazingly enough, he kind of liked the same music that I like.
Yeah, we did.
And then he was playing in a band called the Dixie Ramblers, and that was like super cool. It was country, but it wasn't like mainstream country. It wasn't Nashville country. It was.
And there's a
It
big
was
difference.
edgier. It was
Yeah.
cooler. In some ways, it was like the older country, but in a
Yeah,
different
outlaw
way, it was
country.
like totally,
It's like total outlaw.
totally more hip
Yeah,
than
outlaw country.
out. I mean, but yeah, I know it's a little bit of outlaw country, I guess, but still not really what you would
And you kind of gelled with that.
call it. Yeah. So it was me, and then Andrew, and then I think who was our first drummer? TJ, wasn't it? TJ,
Yeah, it was totally TJ. Yeah,
TJ, and then Charles
and
Maccabee.
Crackaby, and
Yeah, he played guitar for a while. but
Oh
then-
man, we actually Cathcart I think was with us for a bit, and we had Dwayne Terry.
Yeah, Dwayne Terry played with us
Yeah.
a few shows, and
Wow, you're bringing back some names.
and
Yeah,
Rabbit.
Yeah, we
Rabbit.
had Rabbit.
Rabbit,
Yes,
Rabbit, Stewart,
Rabbit.
I think.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
he's,
Rabbit was a drummer. Is that the same
yeah,
Rabbit?
he's a great drummer. He's good.
Tell me about this. I ask all the groups here after the show. We're in this pandemic, coronavirus. What are you doing with your time during this time? Are you leaning more musical? You're thinking about maybe the governor has just announced that on August 3rd we can have venues back open again. So
But
hopefully we'll be able to get things.
Aren't they open already?
Well, some are, and some aren't. But I know as of what the governor is saying, it'll be limited. But also, I think that if you apply for a special license, you can have more than the 250. And if you go by the guidelines and things. But what have you been doing with your time during this time of virus? And these shows. Don't you think it's great that you can still perform?
Yeah, tonight was amazing. I don't think I'm allowed to swear on here, so, but yeah, no, it was so wonderful to be able to play with a group of people together on a big stage, which we haven't done this. Well, we did play Hometown Hodges when it was in Abbeville.
Yes, you did.
At the Opera House one time, and that was also super cool. But other than that, I mean, this virus has taken away everything that I love about life. And, it just sucks. I
Yeah.
love to go to restaurants. I love to go to coffee shops. I love to go to bars. I love to see live music. And, all that's gone. And it's just like, that's what made me, in my opinion. And,
yeah.
at first, you can go without it for like a month or two. And, it'd be okay. But now it's just like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
It sucks. I just get real depressed.
bands have
sometimes.
been hit really hard by this. I mean, because we don't have anywhere to go to play shows.
I know.
I mean, other than what you guys are doing, which is awesome. I mean, we've been sitting, like, doing nothing for months, and then giving us an opportunity to play, which is amazing.
Extreme.
But I mean, you can't go to bars or do anything and play shows. I mean, nobody knows about the bands. We got lives and families,
Yeah, I mean,
and we got to
that's
pay bills and stuff. And
nice little
musicians
extra
don't make a
income.
lot of money. I mean, we do this stuff because we love it, and we barely make any money. And we, when everything's like shut down, we don't make
Which
any money.
I want to say I did kind of like, I got together with some friends and we got together this live stream, which that seems to be like the new outlet for
Seems to be, yeah.
for music. And we've been doing this live stream out of Abbeville. It's called The Square on Air.
Great show. I enjoy it.
Thank you. Check it out. We're on
Very
we're on
nice, yes.
Facebook and we're on YouTube. We've just finished out our first season. We've had 14 artists on.
I like seeing Benji dressed up with a tie.
Well, yes, that's
Yeah, it's a rarity.
that's
But
a
on that
highlight.
show-
That's
on
a
that
highlight.
show,
Yeah,
there he
no,
is.
he's a
That's cool, and I love Benji.
he's
a
a
great guy.
wonderful host.
Yeah, he's
you
super.
know, he really
Let's plug
connects
your
with
music.
everybody.
I want to get a plug in before we run out of time.
All right.
How can people find your music?
Well, you can find me on Facebook under Fred Engler and the Troubleshooters. And we're also on iTunes and Spotify under that name.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
I like to
Yeah.
ask musicians that because you depend on that live audience, and we want to get these tips in for you on Hometown Hodges, folks. When you visit that website on Hometown Hodges and you watch their video, there's a virtual tip jar there that they can make a tip to you. So let's do that. Get that money in, folks. Help our friends out locally that are supporting the music and the entertainment business. Fred Engler, you've been going a long time. I know since 11/11/11, the last time I saw you.
Yeah, long before then, really. but
How our paths haven't crossed, I don't know, but I'm glad to have been here
I'm
with
glad
you
to see
tonight.
again, too. Somebody
Yeah.
actually just mentioned your name the other day.
Oh gosh,
Whoever it was.
they were telling what they were saying. But anyway,
It was good.
you
Yeah.
guys, I enjoyed your performance. Thank you for what you do, and we hope you nothing but success. Take it on to the top, my friend.
Thank you. And I want to say, I want to think positive. I want to say that obviously once we get a vaccine, hey, we can all just forget this ever happened.
That's
and
right.
Go back to normal. But even before then, it would be nice if everybody would just, kind of cooperate with the safety precautions.
Yes.
So that we can. It's not really normal, but it's better than everything being shut down. So.
Thank you, Fred, for your comments and continued success. Keep doing what you're doing because we certainly enjoy it.
Thanks, Boogie. I appreciate you having me on here.
Thanks so much.
You the man. Okay. Well, look, you've been listening to Carolina Originals, and it's part of Boogie Broadcasting of South Carolina as well as Hometown Hodges. Hometown Hodges has the video of the performance that they just did here at the Greenwood Community Theater, and do tip these guys if you can. Until the next time, this is the Boogie Man clocking out. Say bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
See ya.
Yes.
Peace.